Well, um, something else I think is worth talking about is the collective white guilt complex. I feel comfortable talking about this as a black person, and I know I talk black, white, black, black, white, black, white, but it's got to be front street. Sometimes I think some things have to be separated through culture and demonstrated and talked about in a direct manner, which is what I want to do here. Um, there's some friends of mine who, and I know a lot of there's a lot of whites out there that says, okay, well, I didn't have anything to do with slavery. My parents didn't have anything to do with slavery. My parents, what else? I'm not the FBI, or I didn't write the laws. I didn't do this. It's understandable. It's understandable. I mean, like say, let's flip it around on the other side. The say a black perpetrator comes to you and does a criminal act. Well, does that warp your perception of at least a little bit of what black people are? Does it make you gun shy? You know the old axiom, once bitten, twice shy. Well, does it work? Does it warp your perception? Well, a lot of I think what hits the hearts of a lot of whites when black people talk a lot about the past is that they feel kind of guilty over what might have happened, and deep down in their hearts they know that it's right. Maybe it could history is history, but maybe it could have ended up a little bit better. But well, and with that said, um, the black perspective of that would be history is history. History is history. It's only what you do today. And I know the Trayvon Martin case kind of drew it out a lot of people, but I mean it's like uh, what do you say? It's like kind of the battered wife syndrome. Anybody know anything about the battered wife syndrome? I mean, you couple that with okay having any sort of mental illness. If it you you suffer trauma, you remember that trauma through your consciousness and through your cosmic records. You remember that, and it happens again, and it comes up as a open carotid wound, a carotid wound. Now, I think a mistake that we say on both sides is that no, we should just ignore it. We should just ignore it. Blacks, we feel callous towards things that whites feel really passionate about, and like we always say, they're always trying to get back from that OJ, from that OJ thing. But I think it really does go both ways. Um, but how do we remedy that? I tell people, you can't, as a majority-owned society, can't go behind doors by yourselves and create laws and say, okay, well, you should be beholden to it because you need to participate. Well, yeah, and because wait, well, because you get to, I understand. I know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do the best I can. God damn it! What can I do to these black folks? And it you know it's just it's frustrating on both sides. It's frustrating on both sides. I feel that you try to understand both sides of the you try to understand both sides of the argument. One side of the argument would have you feel very strongly because of who you are. The other side of the argument would have you feel very strongly because who you are. Now, I will pull the rug. I'll pull the rug. I will agree and disagree with the news agencies saying, okay, well, this thing that this case has got us so polarized um, was or wasn't about race. One, it was about race on two levels. One, that the legal action of profiling is a legal action and it's unquestionable. And it's unquestionable. You see, and because of profiling, you can legally say, okay, well, something is suspicious because it fits this profile. So yes, that is a profiling action. Two, just the overall law and just how the law and how the lens itself just does not understand the culture and see how you just don't understand the culture. You can get an outcome like this. So um, while I don't believe in the whole collective white guilt thing, and as we say, there were you say blacks had slaves, and you say Jews had slaves, or anything like that. Well, that's not the issue. That's not the issue. Things happen other than slavery that was perpetrated by fair skin, but there were not. The majority of a population are poor, so the majority don't get to write the rules. But if you're a rich elite and you're a legacy, then yes, your mamas and daddies are responsible and don't get a pass from me. All right, what do you think?